Hello there, everyone. This is episode 6 of Defending Cheese with Osiris. Thanks for watching, and what we have here is a game on Shakuras Plateau, and it's my first PvT of this series, so I'm really excited. Really excited for this, guys. Okay, so there's a few cheeses that Terrans can do with pretty good success against Protoss. A couple are the 1-1-1, which everybody seems to hate. I think it's pretty easy to defend. I wish more people would do it against me so I could show you how to beat it. There's a whole variation of SCV all-ins with Marines and, I don't know, Hellion Marine. Then there's the Thor push, the Thor Marine SCV all-in. And that's the one I'm going to be showing you today. My opponent is Terran is OP. I'm not quite sure I agree, but whatever. Okay, so basic gist of this is it's going to look like he's going for a normal build. And on versus Terran on big maps like this, on 4-player maps, I almost always go for a 1-gate expand, so we're going to see how to do that in this one. So he's just getting his, normal 9 supply depot, I think they still do. I haven't played Terran for a while. I used to play Terran. I'm playing normal 13-gate in my base, as close to my Nexus as I can, so I don't lose any mineral mining time. Scouting the horizontal base to me and the diagonal base, he cannot spawn vertically, just so everyone knows. Gas goes on 14, and you're going to chrono once your first pylon is done, and at 14 population, once you could get your assimilator, your first assimilator up at 14. And you could always keep continuing pro production. That's kind of important. Okay, so let's look at his base. This is normal here. This is, it's really hard to see this cheese coming because it looks like a 1 racks or 2 racks expand or 1 racks 2 racks pressure. They all look really the same. That's why Terran can be hard to play against. Why some people don't like playing against Terran. They think they're overpowered. I don't really think they're special at all, to be honest with you. I think I have a better win rate against them than anybody. Important not to lose your probe. You try to keep it alive as long as you can. You got to time it out right. Make sure his Marine doesn't get out. And you want to see if he gets 2 gases. That's really important. So you keep your probe in as long as you can without it dying. Then I usually send it down here to his natural, but smartly, he goes after it. A lot of people won't look behind their minerals in the second. I suggest that you do. It's a pretty good idea to do that. Okay, so that probe goes down. That hurts a little bit. I should have probably hidden it right here. That probably would have been better. No, that takes away a lot of scouting information for me. Alright, so he's scouting my base. He sees I'm going normal. Oh, by the way, on this, I usually get my second gas. I know a lot of people don't do that, but I like to. And then I build at 22, I get my... Or 22, 23, I get my Nexus. Actually, you're really not supposed to get your gas. I got it because I wanted to go for a tech-heavy build. I was going to go for a quick Colossus in this game, but I had to change it up once I saw that he was going for the build that he was. Okay, you're going to save your Chrono Boost for your Warp Gate. And on a 1-gate expand, you want to get your robotics facility up before you get your 2 more gates. And the reason is because Terran can wall off like this, and you won't be able to see what's coming. Like I said, the build that he's doing, it looks like a 2 racks or 1 racks, but it really could be anything. That's the thing. If he had no gases, then he could be doing a cheese, or he could be going for an actual macro game, which I don't see Terran do that much, to be honest with you. I think they should do it more. Okay, so he's getting his second barracks down. His reactor there for more Marines. His factory's going up, and he's got double gas. So he is going for a Thor push. He's getting his armory up. My Nexus is about to complete. I should have a pretty good harvester lead. Yeah, I got 3 harvesters extra. That's not too much. Because he does have mules, and mules make these all-ins for Terran pretty powerful. That's why so many people don't like them, to be honest with you, because they're all-ins. You have to remember, Terran all-in is never really all-in compared to Protoss and Zerg all-ins, like a 6-pool or like a 10-10 gate or something like that. It's definitely not the same. You have to be way more careful when you go for your counterattack if you kill their first push, because their second, they could... It's just, they're better cheese. The whole race is designed better to cheese, so you have to just play more careful. Alright, so I'm getting ready for 2 racks or 1 racks. I have my Zealot at the Zelnaga Tower in the middle here, just to make sure. And I didn't see any units, so I'm fairly certain that he's not going for pressure, because it would have hit at around the time that your Nexus goes up, unless he's going for a delayed like 2-3 racks pressure, or like a 2-3 racks to end the game. So I'm wondering what's going on, so I send a probe out. Probe scout, this is really important. And he's mainly going to be seeing if he expanded to his natural or not. I'm still making probes. A little risky. I didn't have enough scouting information. I sent my scout probe out a little late, so that's kind of bad. He should have went out a little bit earlier, just so you know, for like later. Making 2 observers because the threat of Banshees is always there, and since I can't see into his base, I'm thinking he's going Banshees, because that's usually what they'll do in this, if they haven't moved out and they haven't got their orbital up, or their expansion rather. So 2 observers, send it on the fastest path that Banshees can get to your base. That's pretty important, because he could go this way and that way, but that'll take him too long. He could go that way, likewise. So the quickest way is diagonal to your base, and you'll probably be able to intercept them if... He'll probably go that way. Make sure to... I don't know, I accidentally made a War Prism, but he never got up, so don't worry. I see the Thor with my observer, so I'm like, okay, he's going for a Marine Thor, SCV all in, and I see these guys, so I'm like, alright, it's definitely coming. So I just mine as much as I can from my natural while he's waiting to come in. I have my second observer right on his army. That's possibly like he could waste a scan, and Terrans really want to keep scans for looking up your ramp right here, so it's good to waste a scan. Since I have two observers, I could afford to lose one, so just remember that. Sending all my guys back, I canceled these things that I was building because that was a mistake, honestly. And right away, you're going to want to Chrono Boost Immortals out. I was a little slow with this, that's not good. But thankfully, I had my Nexus up, and that was kind of distracting him a little bit. Alright, so you want to go for Marines now. He's going to have tons of SCVs to repair his Thor. Don't even try to hit it. You just want to pick off as many SCVs and Thors as you can while he's attacking something else or he's distracted, you know? And try not to lose any units. See, it's very hard for a Terran because they have to micro very slowly because Thors just move so slow. Alright, so Immortals absolutely wreck Thors. That's why you want to get as many as you can before you can get your robotics facility down. If he attacks your robotics facility, do what I'm doing and just go after his SCVs and Marines, because then he's going to have to pull off and you're still going to be able to get Immortals house. So he has a second Thor coming out here. I send probes in just to tank some damage for a little while, because that second Thor is here. If I didn't see that second Thor come in, I would not have sent probes. They're just there basically to act as a meat shield. Alright, so have your Immortal just focus down those Thors. I could have sent my probes back a little earlier, I think. I should have, but it's not too big a deal. I hold off the cheese pretty damn well, and I'm in a good position now. But I'm always remembering that Terran cheese is never really done, and he's not going to be in too bad of a position. He's way better than if a Zerg 6-pulled me or a Spine Crawler rushed me or something. Okay, so remember, I have this probe at his natural. I see that he's trying to expand, so I know that he's not going for a second wave of attack. This is huge. Like, that's the reason that I know that I can expand and I can attack at the same time. I'm going to have a huge advantage. These scouting is like so important. It's like the most important thing in this game. So I got my Nexus up, and I'm going to go for a little push here. And just, you got to keep pressure on the Terran, because if you let him, he'll get a mineral advantage with mules if you lost a lot of probes, and he'll be able to build up enough bunkers where he could keep you out. So you got to think, bunkers are the best defense against Protoss in general until you get Immortals, so you want to keep pumping Immortals to... I mean, you're just going to pump Immortals until this game's over, pretty much, unless the game goes into macro and, you know, you couldn't get into his base or something. So he's got 2 Thors and a lot of SCVs pulled. He's getting ready for an attack. I'm venturing to guess he doesn't know that I have my second Nexus up and he thinks I'm going all in. I'm not going fully all in, but I definitely am going to put pressure on this guy. Getting my Twilight Council because I wanted to, if my rush failed, I wanted to get Archons, because Archons are absolutely devastating against Terran when he's in this type of position. They're pretty much just as good as Immortals at beating bunkers down. They're good against Thors, not as good against Thors as Immortals, but still, pretty damn good. Alright, so I'm just pressuring here. These units are fodder, I don't really care. I only care about the Immortals. I'm just going to take down the Thors that I see. Trying to take down the bunker too, but he has enough SCVs to repair, even with 3 Thors on. So, I mean, I know that he has almost all of his SCVs on here repairing this thing. So just, you know, take down the SCVs as they come. Don't go after the bunker too much. Have maybe one Immortal on the bunker, just so he has to keep repairing it and wasting resources. Pull back, you don't want to lose too many units, you know. That's pretty important. If I lost all my units there, it would be absolutely retarded. I'm just keeping going after his SCVs. If he pulls back like he does right now, go after the bunker, so he has to pull back. If he comes back, you know, go after all the SCVs like I'm doing here. There's not much he can do against this, and this is pretty much game. He's losing, like, He's only got 16 SCVs left. I've got 2 bases up. He's got like a mule and like a marine. It's really nothing. So you see, micro is always important. And don't overcommit yourself. That's pretty important here. So I'm still macroing at home. I'm getting my Templar archives, getting ready for that Archon that I was talking about. Still making probes. I probably should have gotten a forge maybe, but whatever. It's not too important. I go for the attack again here. I took the bunker out, and this is pretty much game. He scans my base, but not sure what he's doing. Oh, but little do you know, sir. I did. Okay, so that is the Marine Thor SCV all in. I hope you guys have good luck defending this, and I wish you the best. I'll come out with some more soon. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.